Hello! Today we're going to be talking about writing. Now, in a previous video I have mentioned that I've written a book that is for sale on Kindle. It is called Call of the Void by Faye. It is a fiction story. It's a mystery thriller with paranormal elements. It took me about 2 years to finish Call of the Void, and there was times where I hated it, I hated writing, I got the worst writer's block, but I soldiered through. There was days where I went on certain websites and forums and you see the stuff that puts you off with your writing, you think, oh, it's just been done too much before, and you see someone else's writing and you think, I can't compare to that. Well, keep going, because you're going to finish it and it's going to be amazing, and you're going to write someone's favourite book. Even if it's just one person, that to me means the world. If someone just said to me, you've written my favourite book. You'll see a lot of things on the same websites and forums, like, oh, this author says do this and this one says do that. I mean, don't live by other people's ways they write. There's only one tip that I agree with, and that is read. You know, the more you read, the better you write. I have 5 tips that work for me. I mean, they might not work for you, but I'll tell them just in case, you know, they do help, but don't live your life by them. It's a personal thing. The first one is already mentioned, read. The more you read, the better you do become at writing, as I said. I mean, read all different styles, even if you think, oh, this is not normally something I would read. You know, that could change your whole style of writing. You might love it so much and you think, this is how I want my book to be. So that is the main one, and stick to it. Just keep reading, just keep going. It will show. The second one that I always go by is I never go into a book blind. I have to have a beginning, a middle and an end. If I can visualise those 3 scenes, then I know that the book's going to go all right. You know, eventually all the rest of the ideas will kind of spiral all in together and it will be a complete book. You know, but if I just go in and think, oh, if I just make up the first 2 chapters, just when I get to the middle, you're just going to ramble on in the book and it's going to show, and people will be like, oh God, you can tell the author really struggled with these 2 chapters. So plan it all out. Even if you only have one scene in your head, you can work from that. Like, that's your middle or the beginning or the end. Just savour that. Keep thinking of it. Just don't start until you've have the rest of the plot. That is very important to me anyway. I can't just throw myself into a book. I have to spend weeks planning like characters' names. I normally have like this tatty piece of paper and I'll write dates and names and like do little connections to families. You know, it's all connected, and I'll go back to that, and that really helps. Number 3, I have mentioned it already, but don't get discouraged by other writers, because no 2 people are the same. No, you know, with anything in life. So what works for you might not work for someone else. Number 4 is edit. Your first draft won't be your last draft. It shouldn't be. You know, I always say it as the first draft is the skeleton, and then the second draft is the muscle, and then you get the organs and the skin and then the soul, and that book will come alive. Don't know, if you're going to send it off to agents and publishers, don't send them your first draft, because it's going to show it's a first draft. And I'm guilty that one of my previous books I wrote, I thought I'd finished it. I was like, that's as much editing as I can do. There was a bad typo, and it was supposed to say she slunk out the room. It actually said she stunk out the room. Can you imagine if I'd sent that off to a publisher? I would have been blacklisted there and then. I still cringe thinking about it. Even if you're not amazing at spelling and grammar and punctuation, which I'm not, but if you really struggle and you're too shy to let someone edit your book, there is a website called Grammarly, and oh my God, it is a godsend. It is not 100% foolproof. You know, nothing is. If you get confused with theirs and there and there, and why does there need to be 3 different theirs? So if you do, that will pick that up, and you know, the things that you think you've edited, it will point out, and it's an amazing website. Please check it out. It is free. You can pay to get the premium subscription, but even the free one's good. You should try it. The last one is, if you're really struggling, if you have awful writer's block and you're just a little bit sick of your characters and you need to walk away, that's fine. Take a break. If it's a few hours or a few months, that's fine. Don't force it, because it will show. If you enjoy writing it, it's going to shine through. I really hope they were helpful. Like I said before, my own personal ones. If you have any of your own tips that you want to share with people, feel free to comment below. Just remember that it is hard, but it's worth it. You know, and even if you get your book denied hundreds of times by agents and publishers, don't let it pull you down. J.K. Rowling got denied, and look at her, oh my god, like, I'm modelling the Slytherin today. The best house. So I really hope that was helpful, and I hope someone's going to watch this and think, yeah, okay, I do those things, and now I don't feel so bad. Feel free to comment, and have a lovely day. Goodbye!